Away from the bustling crowds and halfway between Paris and Burgundy, you'll find the charming French village of Chablis, France. From its humble beginnings as a Roman outpost, Chablis, pronounced Chablis in French, has become famous for producing the most popular white wine in the world. Winemaking came to the region in the mid-9th century, when Benedictine monks fleeing Viking raids in the north relocated to this pristine river valley and began cultivating grapes. The unique limestone soil and temperate climate made it the perfect spot to grow grapes. They grew so well that by the 15th century, Chablis was the most famous wine in France. It was served at royal banquets and became the preferred wine of kings and nobility throughout Europe. But there's more to Chablis than just great wine. Join me as we tour Chablis, France, and discover all the great things this charming French village has to offer. Welcome to Vieux Travelers, where we are committed to bringing you the best in destination travel videos. At Vieux Travelers, you'll discover all the best travel journeys and experiences. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel to get all the latest travel updates, destinations, and guides from around the world. If you're planning a visit to Chablis, you'll definitely want to know the best places to go, things to do, and sights to see. And that's what we have for you today. We've got 13 of the best things to do in Chablis that will make your visit to this charming French wine village a trip you'll never forget. In addition, we've provided links to get all the details about each location in the description below. If you want more awesome content like this, make sure you subscribe to both our YouTube channel and the Vieux Travelers newsletter. You'll find the link in the description section below. Now, without further ado, let's discover the 13 best things to do in Chablis. The twin stone towers of Porte de Noël mark the entrance to this quaint French village. Once you pass through the gates, go ahead and park your car. With its small size and flat terrain, Chablis is best explored on foot. As you wander the cobblestone streets and alleyways, you'll feel like you've stepped into a Van Gogh painting. The charming stone houses with peaked tile roofs look like they haven't changed in over 300 years. Life moves slower here, and you'll have time to enjoy the quiet charm of this beautiful French village. Oak barrels are everywhere, and are a constant reminder of the historic winemaking tradition of the area. They make the perfect table to enjoy a delicious glass of Chablis as you tour the village. And when you're ready for a break, stop at one of the many local cafes or restaurants located throughout the village for world-famous French cuisine paired with the best wines of the region. Rising from the centre of town, the Church of Saint-Martin de Chablis has been a historic landmark since the early 12th century, and is one of the top Chablis attractions. Originally founded as a monastery in the 9th century by Benedictine monks fleeing Viking raids in the north, the Church of Chablis was confirmed in 1116. For over 700 years, the church held the relics of Saint Martin until they were moved to their present location in Tours during the 19th century. An interesting note, this church boasts some unusual front doors. 111 horseshoes are hanging from the wooden doors. Legend has it that they were left by knights asking for protection in upcoming battles, and the owners of sick horses looking for healing from Saint Martin. Next door to the church is the Obedience. This 13th century house served as a private residence of the head monk. Among the many artifacts, it houses an excellent example of a 15th century lever-operated printing press, the oldest known press in Burgundy. The best time to visit this Gothic church is during the afternoon, when the sunlight shines through the beautiful stained glass windows. No visit to Chablis would be complete without at least one wine tasting, and William Fevre is one of the top producers in the area. This famous winery has been producing world-famous Premier Cru and Grand Cru Chablis for over 60 years. The tasting room and boutique are located right in the heart of the village. Here you can sample their world-famous Chablis wines while learning about the winery's history. Winemaker William Fevre started with just 15 acres and produced his first crop in 1959. Since then, the winery has grown to become one of the most prominent landowners in Chablis, with over 160 acres of vines at its disposal. Did you know that Chardonnay is the only variety of grape permitted to be called Chablis? But what makes Chablis Chardonnay taste so much better than Chardonnays produced in other parts of the world? It's the soil. Chablis is located in what was once an inland sea 150 million years ago. As the prehistoric animals living there died, they would settle at the bottom of the sea, and when the waters receded, they remained slowly fossilized and became limestone. As a result, the soil around Chablis is rich in fossilized remains of prehistoric oysters, giving Chablis wine its distinctive flavor. A few areas in France and England have the same kind of soil. Still, they don't have the other conditions necessary to produce outstanding wines, making Chablis one of the most famous winemaking regions in the world. All thanks to millions of fossilized oyster shells. Château Long-Depaquit is one of the best places to visit in Burgundy and is located right in the heart of Chablis. This family-run winery has been producing a wide range of top-quality Chablis wines since 1831. The tasting room is located in an elegant French chateau surrounded by classic gardens. Here you'll learn about the winery's history as you sample some of its finest vintages. Afterward, you can stroll through the elegant gardens. The chateau gardens are the perfect spot to enjoy an impromptu afternoon picnic. And did you know that even though Chablis comes from just one grape varietal, it is divided into 4 appellations. Petit Chablis is known for its floral and citrus flavours. Chablis tastes light and crisp with a hint of green apple. Chablis Premier Cru is a balanced white wine with subtle flavours and is best aged for 5 to 10 years, while Chablis Grand Cru is the pinnacle of Chablis with a hint of almond and honey. This wine is perfect for keeping for 10 to 15 years or even longer. Whatever the appellation, all Chablis is crisp and clean and goes exceptionally well with all kinds of fish. At the Musée Vinea Passion, you can discover the history of winemaking in Chablis through the extensive collection of Alexandre Gouterin, a local Chablis winemaker. Alexandre was always passionate about winemaking and started his collection of ancient tools and equipment at a young age. Beside Alexandre's collection, the 7,000 square foot museum also has exhibits showing how winemaking has changed over the centuries and the various tools used during the ages. Among the many exhibits you'll find a pagascope, a device used by wine growers to help predict the risk of freezing during harvest time. In addition, the museum offers a play area for children and a wine tasting room where you can sample wines from various local wineries. Now that's one heck of a museum. If you find yourself in Chablis over the weekend, make sure you visit the Burgundy Market. This market is one of the best things to do in the area and a great way to see what this part of France is really all about. This outdoor market is held every Sunday from 8:30 to 2 p.m. and features fresh cut flowers, incredible local produce and meats, and handcrafted artisan products. This market is a popular spot for locals and tourists alike. Stroll through the colourful stands and chat with local artisans who are happy to explain their style and process that make each product unique. Here you'll find that perfect souvenir to remember your visit to Chablis. After all that great wine and delicious French food, it's time to burn some calories. And there's no better way than a cycling tour through the vineyards. You can rent a bike from a local tour operator and they'll even provide a GPS and guided map. Not up for pedaling? No problem. They have electric bikes available and can even provide a local guide if you don't want to go it alone. Just don't expect to burn as many calories. With lots of great hills and incredible routes, Chablis is the perfect spot to cycle the French countryside. It should go without saying, but Chablis isn't the only wine village in the area. Just a short drive away are the towns of Irancy, Vieux, and Chitry. Stop laughing. With unique microclimates and soils, each village produces its own distinctive wine. Irancy is known for red wines rich in tannins. These wines are known for their long shelf life and age well. Two famous wineries to visit in the area are Domaine Benoît Quentin and Domaine Christophe Ferrari. Chitry white wines, stop laughing, are dry, fresh, and have a hint of citrus. They pair well with fish dishes. A great winery to visit is Earl Edmond Chalemut et Fils. Head to Saint-Bris-le-Vieux to experience a refreshing sparkling wine made outside Champagne, known as Crémant. Just a 30-minute drive from Chablis, you'll find one of the most beautiful villages in Burgundy, the medieval walled city of Noyers-sur-Serein. The city has a rich history dating back more than 2,000 years. Still, it is best known for its medieval architecture and city walls built during the 16th century. Not much has changed in the last 500 years, with most of the houses dating back to the Middle Ages. Outside the city walls, you can explore the ruins of the original castle that protected the village for more than 500 years. Walking the city and discovering its rich history takes about an hour. Afterward, enjoy a great lunch at a sidewalk cafe in the pleasant village centre. The village also boasts many fine artisan shops specialising in porcelain and leather products. Located near Saint-Bris-le-Vieux and only 20 minutes from Chablis, Le Cave by Lapierre produces some of the best sparkling wine outside Champagne. The wine is called Crémant, I mentioned it earlier, and is unique to the area. Lapierre makes around 15 million bottles annually, making it one of the most prominent winemakers in the region. Besides the great wine, what makes this winery unique is that it is located in a huge cave. You can actually drive your car into the cave to enter the winery. Once inside, the winery offers guided tours and wine tastings in the vast underground bar. But be sure you bring a sweater. No matter the temperature outside, the cave is always chilly. Are you ready to get back to nature? Still need to work off that bœuf bourguignon and pain au chocolat? Then grab your water bottle and head out to the vineyards. Chablis boasts a complex trail system with hikes that will suit every level, from a short hour-long walk to longer hikes of up to 33 kilometers. You can get information and a trail map at the tourism office. Pack a picnic lunch or get one from one of the local restaurants and enjoy an afternoon touring the French countryside. Located in the neighbouring town of Baume, just a few minutes west of Chablis, you'll find the Vine and Corkscrew Museum. The museum showcases the collection of Alain Geoffroy and features more than 8,000 wine-related objects. The museum's highlight is his collection of over 4,000 antique and modern corkscrews from around the world. Many date back to the early 19th century. In addition, the museum also has an extensive collection of old winemaking tools that will give you a glimpse of what daily life was like in the vineyards during the 18th and 19th centuries. At the end of your visit, head down to the vault to sample some excellent Chablis. Feel free to buy a few bottles to take home with you. Originally built in the 16th century, and potentially earlier than that, the Synagogue of Chablis was completely restored between 2006 and 2008. The outwardly unassuming building has 2 levels. It's home to a permanent exhibition named The People of the Torah on the ground floor, as well as a traditional mikveh for ritual baths. The upstairs level was used as a prayer and meeting space, and has a solid oak Star of David inlaid on the floor. Now used as a cultural centre and museum, the synagogue features rotating artistic exhibitions. With so much to see and do, you'll want to spend at least a couple of days exploring this charming French village and the surrounding area. And while you're there, be sure to check out some of the places and attractions we've mentioned today. Have you ever been to Chablis? We would love to hear about your experience in the comments section below. And remember, check out the links in the description below for more details on any of the places mentioned in this video. To discover more exciting travel destination videos like this one, subscribe to the channel with post notifications turned on. That way, you'll never miss another incredible video. Until our next big adventure, this is James from Vieux Travellers wishing you safe travels. Au revoir et bon voyage!